All right, we are live here, and this is the incredible technology called Google Hangout, and we're really excited. I'm here by myself right now. My name is Stephen Munson, and I'm with Join My Mentors. We're right here. I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia. Good story about here in Atlanta is about 6 months ago, back in September of 2012, I was actually living here in Atlanta in this basement, but I was more or less homeless. I didn't have any money. My I didn't even have a car. My bank accounts were negative. Phones shut off. But I was fortunate enough to have the ability to sleep on my buddy's dad's couch in his basement here in Atlanta, and it was cool. I was able to come back, 6 months later, and be here on my own terms. So it's a lot different. It's kind of like waking up tomorrow on Monday morning and either being forced to go into work or being able to actually do what you want and live life on your own terms. So we're going to have a couple individuals who are entrepreneurs and work online who are going to be joining us here. And what we're going to cover is simple, is we're going to be explaining what Join My Mentor is all about. And as you can see the title, it says Big Idea Mastermind. So we're going to cover that. We're going to explain to you the basics of it, and then a few things that are going to be advantages for those of you that get started on this team and how to get started with us, and really what we're going to be doing in the next few days to come. So as we wait for a couple people to join us, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I would like to say this. We have the ability right now to capitalize on what I feel is like an exploding entrepreneur industry, because about a year and a half ago, there was more hesitation than anything. The hesitation was basically, am I able to actually work from home? Am I able to work online? Is everything a scam? So the idea is that everything was always a scam. It's one pyramid scam after the next. If you work from home or if you work online, it's a scam. I heard it over and over. I was a scam king, everything you can imagine. Well, the thing is that when the world was supposed to blow up in 2012, I noticed personally, since then, there's been more of an awareness that you don't have to go to college and then go get a job to survive in this world. Actually, that's one way you can get by. Now, if you want to thrive and you want to have the ability to live life on your own terms, then you have to become more of an entrepreneur spirit. That does not mean that you cannot go into work. Every single one of us. In fact, we have here Mike DiGattano, how you doing, and Nick Barnes. So Mike and Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but both of you still work, and I believe both of you still work full-time. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Great example. We have two guys here, both work full-time. Both are actually now looking to become entrepreneurs and work online. Not to have to, probably with intentions of, let me make enough money so I can do what I want. Now, maybe they're actually doing what they enjoy, but probably not on their terms. So they're tomorrow morning, it's Monday. They're probably going into work. And now while they're at work, I'm just guessing, I haven't pre-scripted this or asked, they probably are not going to be focused on work the entire time. They're going to be thinking about, oh, you know what, I'm excited to go do this or that online. Okay? So they're going to do a great job. They're probably, from what I know of them, they both work extremely hard. Now, what I'm getting at is the awareness of the ability to make money online is growing rapidly. 3 million people a day. Go on to Google, 3 million brand new people every day. Go on to Google and type in, how do I make money online? How can I make money from home? And when that happens, when you start doing that, you basically go into, I like to call it it's like a lion's den, because there's so many opportunities out there. How do you know what to choose? How do you know who to link yourself up with? For example, I spent 5 years working online till today. 6 months ago, I was flat broke, negative money, owed people money, living on this couch behind me, where now I'm here visiting family and friends. I'm fortunate enough to live in Hawaii now. I was able to not only try every gimmick, scheme, product, company, custom, everything you can imagine to get to where I'm at, but I also was able to meet leaders over and over and over again. And I always would say, you know what? I would love to be able to have what he has or what she has. A mentor. It is important that you have a mentor. Now, I've been able to help mentor these three individuals, and we are all on the brink of something great. Not because of me, not because of my hard work, but it's really because of my mentor and what he's paved the way for us. Now, my mentor is Vick Strieshouse. So let me give a brief background on Vick, and then what I'm going to explain is what exactly Join My Mentor is, or Big Idea Mastermind, and then kind of our short game plan over the next few days, what we're going to be doing, and why it would be vital to your success financially, but also to your liberty to be able to, you know, this country is built on freedom. If you're in the U.S., well, if you don't have any freedom, then what was the point of it? Okay, and this is time to take initiative in your own life and just say, you know what? I'm going to try something because I know I deserve it. I don't have to continue to do the same exact thing day in and day out with the same results. I'm going to try something new. Okay? Mike, or can any one of you post the live link into like Facebook or something?
Yeah, I can do that. I got it right here.
Awesome. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. Vick Strieshouse. First of all, he's ranked right now. There's this thing called the top 100. I'll go ahead and share my screen. There's the top 100. And Nick, are you able to mute your end, I believe?
Yeah, I think so. Let me figure it out.
Can you guys see this? Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you can see a couple things about Vick, because you know this guy's phenomenal. I've been able to link up with a lot of people in my life. I've been very fortunate to be able to learn off some incredible people like Tony Robbins and his son. I've been able to, you know, learn and get mentored by Brig Hart. And in case you don't know who Brig Hart is, he's one of the top earners of all time in network marketing and direct marketing. And, you know, he's earned upwards of $500 million. And I'm talking not about an owner of a company. I'm talking about the guy who would go in, and he told me flat out he doesn't care where he starts. He goes in with intentions of being number one, and he's done it over and over with Amway Insurance Company, with Monavie just most recently. Him and my dad grew up together. Now, that never made me successful, okay? Even though I learned from him, and I actually was positioned in a company one time that I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity at that point in my life, and I didn't do anything about it, and 250,000 people ended up being in my network, but because it was a binary structure, I had 250,000 people over here, and I had like 3 over here. So I missed out on a lot of money. And it's unfortunate when you're not ready and then you're not in the place mentally. Opportunities can just walk right by you. So Vick Strieshouse, so you can understand, he is right here. So we have Vick Strieshouse. I would like to show you this screen. And if you guys can't see it, just let me know. I'm going to open it up. Okay, so right here in the middle, you can see 21. This is in February of 2013. He's ranked 21 of the top online at work from home, network marketing, MLM, home-based business entrepreneurs for 2013, right now, currently in February. You know, earning over $4 million currently this year. Then you can see number 17th place, which ties into this, is Dave Wood and Dave Sharp. Now, very fortunate, I had the opportunity to spend last weekend with Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, and Vick Strieshouse. Where it all ties in is Vick, you see on the bottom and the left, he created Big Idea Mastermind. Big Idea Mastermind is one of the most mind-blowing systems, funnels, sales and marketing tools I've ever been exposed to. And he used basically the Empower Network as the financial vehicle. Why did he use Empower Network? Simple. It has 100% compensation, meaning whatever level you buy the products at, whether it's $25 or all in at $5,000, and you get access to all the products and tools, you can get 100% commission. Meaning, how hard is it to make your money back? It's not very hard, as long as you're plugged in and you have the access to the right system and you're able to get traffic or leads there. Now, the same guy down in the bottom on the left, the very first month of this year, 2013, he was a new affiliate to the Empower Network, and he basically did $700,000 in his first 5 weeks. Okay, he's known.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel, it's still showing. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I have that pulled up too. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel, it's still showing. We'll be right back. Oh, dang. I turned that off.
Oh, there. Oh, it's me.
Huh. Okay.
My house is kind of like a cave, so I mean I get 2 or 3 bars, but it's stronger off my
Did you guys
Wi-Fi.
lose me?
You did. You went away.
Oh man, so you didn't hear any of that or see any of that?
You started bringing up Vick's page with Dave and Dave, and that's about where you cut off.
Oh man, that was mind blowing. I mean, I had
right?
I had this most. Okay, you guys missed it. I'm telling you right now. So this is the good thing. Let me say this again, Vick. I was explaining who Vick was and why it's important to work with somebody like this. And so Vick, right, and we're here February 2013. He's ranked in the top 25, number 22 or 21, for individuals, entrepreneurs, people that work at home, online, networkers. He's ranked top 25. Okay, earned over $4 million this year. Now, in 2013, in January, he decided, you know what? I love the Empower Network, the way it's functioned. I like these guys, Dave and Dave. There's something there. I'm going to give this a shot. I have this idea, and he, did some beta testing with the marketing system he created, the Big Idea Mastermind. You're going to hear about the Big Idea Mastermind everywhere. People are searching it. In fact, I guarantee you that you might be watching this because you just typed in Big Idea Mastermind and you're like, I heard about this. What is it? Well, first of all, he created a marketing system, and it's the vehicle, the financial vehicle is the Empower Network. So if you don't know what that means, is this. There's this company, Empower Network. They have these products and they have these blogging platforms, and you're able to learn how to make money online. You're able to learn, let's say you want to be a realtor. You can learn how to get more real estate customers. You could also learn how to drive or attract people through your blog. If you wanted to own an ice cream store, you could go through this training to learn how to get more people in your ice cream store. Now, the cool thing is, if you wanted to make money online or from home, this is by far, of anything I've ever looked at, some of the best, the best training out there. So he already knew that it was the best training, but then it was attached to a 100% compensation plan. Meaning, if you bought a product for $25, which is the basic level, and you referred one person to do the same thing, you get 100% commission. Okay, so then you don't have to spend any money. And, like myself, I got all the products right away. I went all in because I knew. And you can earn a commission up to $4,600 for one person. Okay, so what you need to understand about this is there's not too many companies that you can do that. You got to go get 3 to get yours free. You got to get 4. You got to build 2 teams, all these matrix. No. One referral, you break even. Okay, now, which means absolutely nothing if you don't have a way to get referrals. So back to Vick. He's known as a traffic king. He started High Traffic Academy. He basically took a list of his already established people, 1,300 people. He did a webinar. He brought him in. He explained, hey, I just created the Big Idea Mastermind, and I'm going to use this as the marketing system, and we're going to attach it to the compensation plan of the Empower Network, and we're going to kind of work with these guys that are already having tremendous success. It's genius, because if you think about it, instead of reinventing the wheel and starting over, he decided, I'm going to make the #1 team in this huge company. Instead of being an individual, I'm going to become a team. Okay, so he then did a beta test, and he had tremendous results, earned over $700,000 his first month, and he attracted a lot of great people. Within that, he decided that I'm going to get 80 to 100. Well, he actually said, I want to get 30 leaders, founders of Big Idea Mastermind. So it happened that so many people, the demand was so high, and people probably came out of nowhere, and they wanted access to this. They wanted to be a founder, because you can't get access to a system unless you go through a founder. And you can't even probably get a hold of Vick unless you already know him. Now, where does this all come into play to you? The good thing is all of us right here have access to Vick personally. Vick is my sponsor. I'm a founding member. Now, we then said, I was basically at this event in Miami, and he was training people. He was teaching you how to get traffic, and then the very next thing to do after you get traffic, or after you have the concept of getting traffic, is not only use his system that he has available on the 20th of February, but also go in and make your own squeeze page, make your own brand. Because if you're going to have traffic, ideally, you want to be able to expose them to both, which then funnel in just a one income stream. Now, does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so light bulb goes off in my head. I've been working on this thing, joined my mentor, because I knew that I have several streams of income. Now, it's kind of hard when you're promoting project A and B and C and D, and you have no congruency. Okay, it confuses people. And so I said, well, what if Join My Mentor could just take the businesses that actually worked and then show people how to get leads in there and work with you based on your preferences, so you're not forced to do one particular thing. Now, this was my idea, and then I meet Vick, and I said, what better way to launch this concept than right now? So the idea here is this. You have to go through a Big Idea Mastermind founder to get access to Vick's system. If you're an Empower Network on another team, you just won't get access to it. So we already have that little piece of the pie. You're grandfathered into it. As soon as you join myself or anyone on this team, you get grandfathered into this. You get access to the $500 system absolutely free. And as soon as you become a member of any level, the basic $25 level or all in and buy all the products. Now, this is the good thing. I knew if Vick did this, he said, well, let's come into the Empower Network, let's make a brand, let's make a team, and let's be the number one. Our concept is simple. At Join My Mentor, we're going to do the exact same thing that Vick did, but within his network. Okay, so the goal here is for this to be the number one team on the number one team. Now, some of you might be getting a little confused, like how many different businesses or networks or what is all this? The good thing is it's not confusing. It's not some big matrix of all this material. It's one set system. Okay? So what's going to happen is that now is where we're at right here, present time. There's this thing called a rotator. A rotator means this. If you had, let's say, us four, we all have our web page. Okay, so there's 4 links. And let's say we're going to go and do what Vick recommends, and we're going to buy traffic. Now, when you buy traffic, what it means is this. You're going to a reliable source who has an established list, and they're going to mail their list to your link. Okay? Now, the list is going to be people that are looking to make money online, make money on the internet. So it's not going to be people who want to be a realtor, or maybe they do, but they want to make money online. Okay? Now, what we do is this. You buy clicks, meaning visitors to your web page. A rotator means if there's 4 of us, we can all chip in $50, let's say, and we get 100 visitors each to our web page. So we kind of worked as a co-op to get the leads. So let's just say this. There's 3 million people looking to make money online each and every day. Do you think there's a shortage of traffic? No. But there is a shortage of knowledge to get the right traffic to your website that actually converts. I feel like it's a gold mine. It's like a treasure map. If you actually knew where to get the right traffic, and then which systems worked, so you actually got paid. Because let me paint you a picture. And Vick says this: you can print money. And people are like, oh yeah, whatever, rich people can print money, sure. Well, okay, if you had $500 and you put $500 into buying traffic, and it was reliable traffic, and it went to your page, your web page, which was a reliable page that converted, couldn't you then almost say, well, I want to just ramp it up and I want to put $1,000 in, or I want to put $10,000 in? That's what these guys who are getting tremendous results are doing. They're buying quality traffic. Now, why wouldn't someone just say, I don't need Nick and Mike and Delilah. I want to do it all myself. I'm going to buy all the traffic. Forget you guys. I'll tell you why. Vick doesn't want to go and get 1 million people to sign up in a business and then have to basically be able to work with each one of them individually. He wants to go and find 100 founders, 100 leaders, and develop those leaders, because your time that you're able to allocate will equal your income in this type of setup. That doesn't mean that you can't work less and make more money. That means you need to spend time developing people so they can grow a network that will actually pay you long term. Of course, you could go and spend $50,000 and get 100,000 people into this business, double, triple, quadruple your money, but it won't be sustainable. If you want to be a 6-figure earner, if you want to earn 7 figures or more, you need some sort of structure. All we're going to do is this. We're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're going to tap into what Vick is doing. Okay, on the highest level there is. Now, I know that there's 80 other people like myself who are founding members. I also know that I communicate with Vick every day on Skype. Tomorrow morning on Monday, we're going to get on the phone and look at some ways to grow our list. Look at some ways to ensure a quick return. If everyone who gets started with us is able to tap into that right away, then there is no let me figure out this, or I need this part of it. We have it all. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone's going to be able to make $1 million. It doesn't mean that everyone will actually even make money. In fact, some people will go, I'm all in, and then expect just money to fly out of the sky, but You got to set things up, and you got to apply what you know, and you got to spend time. You got to dig. You got to work. Okay? And the reason that I invited these three here today is I already know that they all work full time. No joke, full time. Okay? They work hard, and they're online working their butts off. But you know what? We're all going to get results because we plugged in. Now, starting tomorrow, we're going to and this is the other beautiful thing, is a lot of times you might get with the right ideal company or opportunity, but they don't really help you long term. You need to build a list. Now, all three of you, what have you done this week? What have we started doing, even though some of you have never even logged in? We all have a list, an AWeber account. Okay, Mike, you got, today's your first day ever, is this, correct me if I'm wrong, ever that you have leads.
Correct.
Ever. Okay, and how long have you been working online?
4.5 years.
Okay, now that's not uncommon, man. And in fact, that's normal, because all the time, and you know what, I did this because I know the results that will happen. That if you're taught right the first way, to set up your list, manage your list, get to know your list, instead of like tapping into someone else's and saying, hey, you know, I'll give you $50 a month to be part of your system, or I'll give you X amount of dollars, and I'm going to send all my leads to your system. And then what happens? Then you're like, oh man, did I get any leads today? I haven't had any sales. Where's this going? What's happening here? Have you guys ever experienced that?
No.
Everyone. Isn't that frustrating?
Very frustrating.
So, and you know what it makes you feel like? Nothing works. Why is that guy making so much money? Why is that girl making so much money? What are they doing? What am I doing wrong? And it maybe it was the system. Maybe it was the company. Maybe it was your leads. But you want to know what? Maybe you'll never know. And you won't, because you don't have any control over it. There are advantages to tapping into someone else's list and letting them manage your list. But you want to know what? As soon as you get a list, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, and you go through it and you've looked at it and you've understood it. Are people opening my emails? Are they clicking on my links? Am I getting email responses? Is anyone out there listening to what I'm telling them? Then you know what is happening. That gives you a gauge. And you want to know what the beautiful part is? We're all part of a rotator this week. You know, we're all going to get, let's say, just for conservative numbers, we're all going to get 100 visitors. Or we're all going to get 100 leads, let's say. We get 100 leads. Won't it be nice at the end of the week to say, you know what? I made 5 sales, $25 each, let's say. I made $125 residually now. And I got 5 people that I can start helping, you know, do the same thing. And or at the end of the week, you know, you could say, hey, I didn't make any sales this week. You have any idea why? Well, you can go look. Did the people open your email? Did they respond? Did they click on the link? It's all there for you to look at. Vick said it clear. Everyone in here, I recommend everybody start your list. I don't want your list. That's your list. How did Vick make $700,000 in the same company that other people have been in for over a year, and he earned more than all of them in 1 month? Anybody, how did he do it?
Yeah.
His list. He already knew. I got 1,300 buyers, or I have 800 buyers. Let me show them this incredible opportunity. So as the days roll on and you grow your list, and especially you get, you know, your buyer list, that's like your gold mine of people that are already doing business with you. Because when I was on this yacht in Miami, my brother Paul and I were the only ones that didn't know Vick. And you might be wondering, well, how are you? I didn't know Vick. I met him at the end of December, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But of those people, Dave Sharp goes, who in here has made money in Empower Network already within less than a month? Every hand in the room went up. And he's asking people. One guy, 25 grand. Another guy, 1,600. Another girl, 1,800. It was like all over the board. Some $25. Everyone had made money. The second topic was, how long have you been on Vick's list? A year, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years. I said this other night, you don't stay on someone's list unless you're actually getting something back. It's like, hey, you know, I'm going to get this and you're going to get this. You know, if I make these three money, for everyone who was watching, if I make these three money all year long, not that I'm making them money, I showed them how to do it. Tapped them into the resources. Next year, I go, hey guys, good news. There's this great thing. We're gonna be the first to get involved in it, and everyone had been making money. Do you think anyone's like, you know, I'm over it. I'm good. Everyone's gonna want to do it unless we're retired, and at that point, then you know, then your kids can start doing it. Okay, I don't want to spend the next, let's say, 50 years trying to figure things out. I really don't. I spent 4 years to the point of complete embarrassment, shame, depression, fear, every emotion you can imagine that's not empowering, because I constantly worked my ass off for no reason whatsoever, because I didn't tap into the right people. That's done. I'm no longer going to expend my resources and my time with the wrong group. Now, I want to make a statement. Everyone who gets started with us is going to learn the same thing. You're going to learn how to set up your list. You're going to learn how to get traffic. You're going to learn how to brand yourself. You're going to learn how to be able to use webinars and Google Plus and Google Hangouts. And then you're going to be empowered to become a leader on your own, to be able to do it how you want, and to be able to grow your team. That doesn't mean everyone has to do videos. That doesn't mean everyone has to do webinars. That doesn't mean everyone has to do Google Hangouts. It does mean that you have the opportunity to take this as far and as wide and as big as you want and help as many people as you desire. You can also tap into anyone in the team, you know, as long as you want. And if you need a video or you need a phone call, I don't mind. You know, you don't have to pick up the phone to make money in this business, but you sure are. You're not gonna have a problem getting me on the phone. You know, and I think it's true with all of us. You know, Paul's my brother. We worked hand in hand with everything. We'll do just about anything to help you have success. Okay, and that's going to be universal, and that's why we're going to grow so quick. Okay, so the second thing I want to cover is, because we're going to do the solo abs with the rotator, we do have something that's unique, and this is going to be a major advantage. When you have a rotator, it sends out an email, okay, and they click on the link that goes to your web page. Now, we already have set up joinmymentor.com/Big Idea Mastermind, or whatever your link is. Everyone has a link. Now, that web page, let's just say this for example. In 4 days, Vick launches his site. So he has the Big Idea Mastermind. Follow me close. You have Join My Mentor, Big Idea Mastermind, that work as the same thing to get people, to funnel them in, so they can be exposed to how valuable these tools are to get started with you, to start making money. Now, this rotator is phenomenal. And I learned this outside of what Vick was teaching me. And maybe he'll teach us this. But if someone clicks on the link in the email one time, for example, to go to Join My Mentor, if they click it again, it will go to Big Idea Mastermind. Now, what this does, this is called Click Maximizer. It maximizes your results. So if Bob sees opportunity A and says, I don't know about that Steven guy, and I mean, why, I don't know. But then Bob's curious, and he hits the button again, and he sees Vick, and he's like, now this guy, this thing, I want to be with this guy. I mean, he's making 700 grand. Different strokes for different folks. When you're doing advertising, when you're doing marketing, this maximizes how much money you have. I know people that use this tool to promote 5 different businesses, products, offers. ClickBank, ClickSure, I mean, because they know they have a list of buyers, of people that want these type of products that are going to buy. Why not show them more with one. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or killing 5 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna start using that this week. I bought it so we could have it for our team. Now, this isn't gonna be Steven's gonna set you up for life and always do your marketing and advertising. This is gonna be, we're gonna expose everything that I learned. We're gonna connect with Vick personally. We're gonna get Vick on Google Hangouts. We're gonna meet Vick in person. We're gonna go to his mastermind sessions. We're gonna meet Dave Wood and Dave Sharp. We're gonna get up on the stage. We're gonna hold checks up on our hand. We're gonna have money in our bank accounts, but we're gonna learn to be sustainable. Sustainable in any market. It does not matter. The ability to earn income online. The only reason that I was able to actually live in Hawaii, and I love going on vacation, but someone told me this: when you live in Hawaii, you go on vacation, there's something in your back of your mind saying, you know what, it's time to go home. Okay, so when I get home next week, I know that I was only there because I actually was sustainable no matter what. Flat broke, I had my laptop, I had done webinars for 4 years. I knew how to make money. I just didn't have any. It was hard. It was like grinding 20 hours a day just to get little chunks to be able to make it. But I was never, ever once part of the right system with the right team at the right time. I really wasn't. And it's not because I wasn't good enough, and it wasn't because I didn't work hard. I wasn't dialed in. You know what? And my mind was in the gutter. Okay? I was attracting frustration. I was attracting fear. I was attracting poverty. You know, Paul's at an event right now, and he just texted me. We're going to be so rich that I forgot how much I wanted money. And I had to read it a couple times. We're going to be so rich, I forgot how much I wanted money. Once you already know it's there, then you go to the next step. You know, I got a list right here. This is my list of people that I'm helping. And look, it's only like 10 people long. But these are the people that don't know anything about making money online. I don't have a list here of the people who know about making money online. They're in my network. They're already good to go. So I've already went past the thing of, geez, where am I going to make money this time? To who am I going to show and the true word of empower how to make money? Okay, so those 2 advantages. And to be honest with you, I don't know any, like, there's some things that I've been exposed to. You know, I get exposed to businesses every day, but there are 2 platforms. One that is mind-blowing, in my opinion, how to generate leads, how to save time while working online, you know, where you can compress your blog and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest, how to monetize it by getting free leads. The owners of this company, who basically created this platform, which is like Hootsuite, but on HGH to the next level, they just, as of last night, the owners, they signed up on our team. They're in the Empower Network, then they're a Big Idea Mastermind. Now, without going too far into how big of an advantage that tool is, how big of an advantage is that tool now? The founders are with us. They're going to jump in these Google Hangouts. They're going to be on our chats. They're going to be in our Facebook room. They said last night, if you guys give us your secrets, we'll give you ours. Meaning, like, hey, you know what? We're gonna, because their goal is simple. You 3, they teach you 3 how to make money from $0 or $100, or if you're at the $500 level or you're all in. If they teach you how to make money, don't you think that their platform will work for anyone? And then what happens? We can all expose this to everyone in the Power Network or any network. Okay, we have we have advantages like that. And so if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, why would I want to be on this team? My question for you is this: do you want to continue, or just continue to run and chase some dream that's not happening for you? Because we all did it. I know that for sure. Nick, for example, Nick, raise your hand. Nick and I went to high school together. Okay? We both went to the same high school. We both were in the same environment. Now, he contacted me out of nowhere in December and said, hey, you know what? I'm seeing your stuff. and I'm ready for a change. Okay? Now back to my mentor, Brig Hart. He told me this exact words. The reason I was so successful and I attracted 3 million people in network marketing in the last 4 years and earned $400 million was 3 principles. You know what? I'm looking for people who want change, but they have to be willing to do something about it. Okay, they have to be willing to do something about it. If they want change, and I'll tell you right now, there's 3 of us here. There's about 15 of us who are already part of this. I know that 4 people are at a thing in San Diego. The other 9 people, let's say 4 of them are at work. 2 of them are with their kids. Where are the other 2 people? They're sitting there, maybe like you watching this, saying, I want change, but I'm truly not willing to do something about it. That's your choice, okay? We're all going to do something about it, and we're here to help you. The third thing was, then you create a relationship with them. Now, back in the day, and for him too, a relationship, and he said this, it's really hard to have a relationship with 3 million people. But those that were really willing, and those that were driven like I was, and they were on the same level mentally, and they were focused, he worked with those ones specifically. Now, my dad's a great example because my dad was they grew up together. But my dad told me this last night. I wasn't a producer. I wasn't really focused on this. I just did it to make a little extra side money. Now, Brig didn't work with my dad directly all the time. They were doing powwows of how they weren't doing mastermind sessions about how to grow their business. Not because they weren't friends, not because they weren't good people, but like I'm telling you right now, I'm going to work with the individuals who are saying, hey, you know, I don't know it all. I don't have it all. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to put in the time. Okay? And see, look, hands up, we'll show up. We're here to go. And why do you get involved in this team? Because we're all like-minded people. We work hard. We don't expect things to fall out of the sky and land on our lap. But I guarantee you, every one of us are already saying in our minds, I know this is it. I know this is the one. I feel I'm going to make sales already, and I haven't even done anything. Sales are going to start coming in because I'm part of the right team finally. Okay? And when you have mentors like Vick, when you have mentors like Brig, when you're connected with guys like Dave Wood and Dave Sharp, there's no way you can go wrong unless you mentally, unless you mind fuck yourself, excuse me, but unless you mind fuck yourself, because that is the reason you might be in turmoil right now. Okay, clear your mind up. Let's work hard on yourself and just tap into something simple that works. When the Big Idea Mastermind comes live in a week, less than a week now, we're going to have our foot in the door. We're going to have people on our AWeber list, get response list, whatever list you want, and we're going to start marketing, and we're going to start growing our list, and we're going to hit the ground running fast. Okay, there's going to be no holding us back. As much as you guys want to dig back into it, you dig back into it. Okay, and Chicago is April 19th to the 21st, that our team is going to be the biggest team in Big Idea Mastermind. We're going to have the most people there, and we're going to have the most people there saying this. And this is nothing against the other teams, but I'm attracting something right now. It's people that are saying, you know what? I was just sick and tired of it. I was done with it. I was done chasing the dollar. I was done trying to figure out the guru secrets and which door to walk through and how to climb the mountain by myself. I wanted to be part of a team, part of a community that had like-minded individuals that were already tapped into all the resources. So we're going to start empowering people. We're going to start giving our knowledge away. We're going to start doing Google Hangouts. And next week, I don't know if anyone's doing this in entire Empower Network, but I'm going to do live webinars next week. Live webinars to show people the opportunity. It's, you know, a webinar that's conducted as a webinar should be, but I'm going to use like the 4 years of experience that I had to earn, you know, a company over $2 million, and the guy who taught me is actually now on our team. The guy's one of the smartest people I know. He signed up yesterday under me directly, and I've been looking to sign him up in every single thing I've ever done since I met him, because I know You get this guy's, he's a big thinker. He knows how to put together stuff that can create all this wealth. So look at this. We just tied in someone else and added another value factor. There's no way to fail unless you unless you take your mind out of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. That's what we're rocking with. You guys got any feedback, questions, and anything else?
During this session, I just had a lead.
Okay.
I added a lead.
Boom. And you know what? I think it's important to celebrate that. You know, I went to Tony Robbins a lot, and they said, it's funny how when people all of a sudden make some money,
Thank you.
and they almost feel like, man, I made money. Did I deserve it? Dude, celebrate it. One lead leads to 2 leads, leads to 10 leads, leads to, thousands of leads. So
Compound effect.
Yes.
it really is. You got 1 lead. And you know how much better that feels than if you would have got 1 lead into somebody else's system or even into my AWeber. I wouldn't have been able to tell you right now. I would have had to go in and say, hey, Nick, you got a lead. And you're like, okay, cool. I don't see it. I don't feel it. Are you sure it's real?
Yeah. I got personally contacted after they went to the Join My Mentor, and they said, they wanted to make sure the information was in there.
So, for real talk.
Yeah.
How good does that feel?
Oh, dude, it's so exciting just because I've been, I've been working really hard on this, and to just have a lead, have someone say, hey, I'm really interested in what you're doing. This is something I'm pretty sure I want to become a part of. It's just super exciting. It validates you, and it validates, I think, the effort that you're putting into things.
Yeah, it really does, man. And it almost feels like there's something about getting leads to your AWeber. It just, I guess it gives you that momentum, that fuel that you kind of need. And I see it all too often. I've been a part of a lot of systems, and I'm like the guy who, okay, if I can mail a bunch of traffic there or buy traffic, then what? How do I actually, every time someone creates a system, I have to call the owner or the developer and say, hey, can I log in or can you link it to my list? I want to, it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
Vick, man, congratulations. So both of you got your first leads the very first, today. And we really haven't started any type of marketing or advertising yet. And I'll just say this, that, and I'll end on this. You guys, whatever you want to dig into. My really good friend of mine, and I've mentioned this before, he gave me a present, and he knew, I had been, he taught me so many things. He has a Skype chat room. It's called, Mailers. It's a big mailing team of people who professionally do marketing online. Okay, that's all they do full time. I get in there and I'm confused. I'm like, what is going on with these guys talking about? But he knows. I'm like, dude, what about this and that and trying this and that and look at this and this and this and this. And he's like, you're all over the place, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but something's got to work. He's like, look, it's not that you're not doing the right thing, but you're not doing it the right way. And I was like, okay, I whatever, give me what you got. So then he kind of got me on this path of the Join My Mentor thing. But then he gave me a gift. And he goes, here, this might help you. Because he sees my Facebook. He doesn't communicate back and forth. He sees it. He knows that I'm driving to help people. Okay? I don't have kids. I'm not married. Okay? My parents, they're way up there. Okay? I want to make sure that no matter what, I don't have to ask them for money. But if they ever need it, I can help them. So that drives me. But it drives me to help people. It drives me to get people out of the same position I was in mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, to get out of that. Okay, so he gives me this thing. He goes, this might help. It's called the Solo Ads Rolodex. Now, I opened the thing up, and I kind of wish I could, we were all at the same house because I could pull it out in front of you and be like, what? I can't show it online. But it's basically, it's different categories, and it's 100 different contacts of people that are solo ad providers. So if you want to, it's if you want people who are looking to buy insurance, or if you want people who are interested in the health industry, or if you want people who are looking to make money online, make money on the internet, MMI, MMO. I had to ask him, what does MMI and MMO mean? Because he has this MMI, MMO, and all these contacts below, and this is an Excel spreadsheet. He goes, it's make money online, make money on the internet. What? I'm like, okay. So I'll send these guys an email and see what happens. So I'm not expecting much. Every one of them respond. Some of them say, look, we can't promote your offer. We don't like your page. Then you get all these people who are like, I love it. I'll send my list to it. The reason is they have a list of established people that they communicate with. You know, they don't want to send them some crap. They don't want to send something they've already seen. They don't want to send something that won't work. That doesn't mean that 100 people are going to opt into your site and all 100 people are going to buy. That'll never happen. But it does mean that your chances of converting things are much higher. It also means that not everyone out on the internet or on Facebook already has contacts with these people. So as you start testing, you start realizing, okay, this guy Brandon or this guy Mark or this girl Christina, she's got the honey hole. This is the best one. Let's just focus on this. Hey, we want $10,000 worth of traffic. And as soon as you know it works, that's when it starts becoming like, yeah, I can print money. I can put this much in and get this much out. You start figuring it out. All this is in addition to what Vick's teaching us. This has nothing to do with Vick. He's teaching us to go get solo ad providers. He taught us this at the event. He showed us like what you would search or how you would find like a co-op like on Facebook. You can find them right now. But everybody is already working with those guys and they're all working on the same offer. Don't you think that devalues your offer, your chances? Because if the same person on the same list sees the same offer from 10 different people, then your chances are 1/10. Okay, so we have this. We have the dashboard that's coming out, the live webinars, direct access with Vick tomorrow morning. I'm going to be talking with Vick. I don't know who else is talking with him. I'm assuming he's not communicating with everybody because no one seems to know anything or be able to get hold of him. I'm in High Traffic Academy, and the common question is, where's Vick? When's the site going live? So that gives me the understanding that not everyone's in direct communication with him. Or at least they don't have value. I want to say this. I know I said we'd end, but I think it's important. When we were at the event with 80 people, I told my brother Paul this. You know what? Forget this, the typical approach. Hey, you know what? Vick's here. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to soak it all in and I'm going to leave with all this knowledge. That's not how we did it. I'm going to soak it all in. I'm going to write all the notes. I'm going to learn all the techniques, and then I'm going to add value. I'm going to add value to Vick. I'm going to add value to other people in the Big Idea Mastermind. You want to know why? You add value to other people's lives, you have no idea the amount of abundance that can come to you. Okay, for no reason, selfless. Now, I could sit here and say, you know what? Only my team gets access to these tools. No. You know what I already told Vick? I'm going to show you this webinar platform. It's going to help you big time. These guys already worked with me directly. They created this webinar platform so I could start exposing it. I didn't have the need for it. You can fit more than 1,000 people in it because he already had 2 webinars crash because he hit the 1,000 people mark and 5,000 people were trying to log in. That's his way, his baby. Now, what if everyone in the Big Idea Mastermind could get access to this webinar room and then we could show them. I'll do webinars. If you want to do webinars, I'll teach you how to do webinars. We can show them how to do webinars. Do you want to know what? Not only is Vick excited because someone just came in and gave him a platform, a webinar tool that he can use, but now willing to offer this to other people in his team to develop leaders. We're going to develop leaders left and right, in or out of our team. We're also going to develop a thing called competition. Now, we all know that games and competition are what drives the spirit. If you don't know that, you will surely know it. You are a competitor no matter what level it is. Maybe you're a fierce competitor and you want to be a world champion. Maybe you're just on the low end, like you're You want to, I want to win a couple score. I want to win a couple games. I want to have success here and there, but you're not like, I want to beat you on everything. It's competition, meaning if we compete against one another in a friendly way via a game, okay, and this was Nick Barnes' idea, create games, competitions, but then give some sort of value. So what we're going to do is, once we get things set up a little bit more, let's say we got 10 people and 10 people establishing teams as leaders. We'll do some sort of promotion or some sort of giveaway each week or each month, however we do it, see fit, that you're going to get rewarded for your results. Okay, so whether it's giving away an iPad or buying a trip to Hawaii, those things will happen with this team for sure. My one thing I can't wait to do is put out a competition, say whoever wins this by doing this, I'm buying you and a friend or you and your family tickets to Hawaii. You're going to come and we're just going to hang out. We're going to make videos for a week. We're going to hang out. We're going to learn some things like dialed in together, and you're going to have a chance to have vacation with your family. Would that not drive your, I want to work harder, would that not drive it for you? So we're going to do things like that, and we're tapped in on every level. So join our mentors, join my mentor. There's links at the bottom. This is Nick Barnes and Mike DiGaetano and Delilah Russell, and all of us are establishing teams within this network, and we're going to help you on every level possible. If we don't know the answer to it, I guarantee our mentor does. And as we've just laid out here, we have a lot of resources that we're all tapped into, that we're all going to get exposed to. And let's help a lot of people and make a lot of money. And thanks for coming, guys. Anything you guys else have to add?
Good job.
I'm just super excited. Super excited.
Awesome. And have you guys been on a Google Hangout before?
I've been on a few.
Okay.
This is my first.
Okay. See, and it's all, sometimes the most incredible things are when you learn how to get a lead. How did you guys get leads, by the way?
I just posted on Facebook.
Yeah, same here. I was about to say the same thing.
Okay, so how much did you pay for that?
0.
Okay. I mean, I've made, it's not to brag, but it's to be honest. I mean, I've made, I believe it's $1,800 this month on Facebook. On posting ads on Facebook, $1,800 paid directly to me. Okay, now, if you go to my Facebook page, you can see where I'm posting a lot. And, some people hate me and some people love me. So I have it all. Trust me. I have friends. I have family. I've heard it all. What are you posting all that crap for? Not long ago, people in my family were like, hey, I mean, we're so annoyed with what you're posting. I said, well, cool, man. Get some new friends on Facebook. I believe personally that Facebook was not developed.
I get that all the time. I'm sick of seeing your posts.
Yeah, well, cool. Go look at someone else, I mean, I think
blogging my newsfeed.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got guys like, Darren Little and Eric Green, and they're expert marketers, and, you can see their Facebook, they make what I post, seem like I'm not amping it up enough. So how you
I saw Eric's last check in Austin, so he's doing something right.
Okay, I mean, and Eric Green and Darren Little, both phenomenal guys, and, let's put it out like this. If you aren't going to join our team in the Empower Network, I highly suggest you go find those guys. That's how much I believe, not only in what I'm doing, but in Darren Little personally mentored me. Okay, we didn't spend hundreds of hours. He gave me some insight on some things that changed my life. And these guys are posting on Facebook all the time. It's free leads and traffic. And the cool thing is this. Those people at some level know you. Okay, they might not be your best friend, but they know you, and if they're hitting you up, they are more curious than you can imagine. I had a guy today, and it's cool. Mike put his photo up. I shared it on my feed. Okay, I go into his account because he didn't know what is going on as AWeber. I looked into it. I go, hey, my buddy is on your list. He just opted into Mike's list. He's sending me questions. I grew up in Cocoa Beach with him. He's like, hey, can I do this from home? What is this? He asked me all the questions. I sent him all the information. If he goes and signs up, great. Do you see how it works, though? It's a network of people helping people. It really is a network of people helping people. If you can see the conscious level of that mentality is raising rapidly. You got the MLM help desk, who they're in San Diego right now with Mike's wife, my brother. They're not all there together. They all showed up there. You got these guys like John Simpson, who are just basically, John Simpson, if you just called him up and contact him on Facebook, he'll help you do anything. He's not asking you for anything. They're good people. As long as you guys stick to that mentality, the doors will open, and abundance is there. So, I mean, thank you guys for stepping up and for giving me your faith. Yeah. Thanks for giving me your faith, and let's go rock this. Let's go rock this.
I agree.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, if you can, comment on the video, comment on YouTube, or like this if you've seen it or watched it,
out of it, brother.
or you like it. If you didn't like this, just comment on it. If you think we're full of shit, I mean, comment on it. Just say, hey, you guys definitely don't know Vick Stride's house. You certainly aren't going to get $100,000 checks this year. There's no way that you have the resources to get 3 million leads a day, which I don't. I'd love to. But I can guarantee you this, when I'm standing in Chicago with a check above my head, then I'm going to make sure that you see it. And I'm not going to do that so I can hurt you, because that point, at that moment, is when you become a skeptic to a raving fan, and then we can work together forever. Because I have so many people that were skeptics at one point that did tell me no, that said, I don't want to be part of anything you're doing. I don't want to be on your team. And you know what? Magnetic sponsoring, all of a sudden now they're coming back saying, hey, how do I get started? Where do I go to get started? When you're doing what's right, nothing else matters. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Aloha from Atlanta. I'll see you guys soon.
Take care.